Cheever.
Hello.
Well,
How's it going?
good. We're gonna be already on stream, I think, the minute that we start. Hey, buddy.
Do I have to? Oh, there we go.
No,
Hit
it's
this one.
fine.
Woo!
And
All right.
hopefully we are live. A one,
Looks like
two.
it.
Oh, I see a trailer for something. What is this trailer? Oh, advertisement. They're on a train, and now there's snow. It looks intense. But the point is, we're streaming, and that does mean that we're live. How are people in chat? People in chat doing okay? I'm standing in the darkness for a second of this, because we're about to enter the meat circus. Rasputin. Who could that be? Whose voice could that be? We don't know. I just want to hear my voice for 1 second, and then I want to hear Jeff. So Jeff, talk for 1 second while I listen in.
Well, I remember having to rig this thing in like the last couple of weeks. The cart here, and there's like this weird, like Cronenberg-esque meat interior to it. That sort of like undulates, I guess, would be the right word for it.
This right here.
Yeah, the meat hole.
The like meat eyeball. Ooh.
Yeah.
See, now people are saying that you're loud. So we have people going, "You're loud," or the other days they go, "Yeah, this thing is too quiet, and I can't make everybody happy. I want to make everyone happy, so I'm gonna go to my volume mixer for a second." Jeff, very loud in comparison to me. They say that's life, though. I think we've found with you, Jeff, and I mean that in a very kind way. You are because we met. We finally got to meet.
Yeah.
I think since the last time that we were on stream together.
It's appropriate that we're at Meat Circus because we've met in Meat Space.
Yes, you were among one of the most energetic and lively people that I've probably met. Whoa, Psychonauts, the game is not letting me. Is it gonna let me load? Is it loading? Oh no! Come on, Psychonauts.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! Are we there?
Is that Key?
I think we're there. That sounds like Key as well.
But
Now the stream is acting funny. I know. Now we got it back. This is the situation of tech stuff. But yes, I see myself. I've adjusted Jeff's voice, even though I love you and your lovely, loud, happy voice. And Key is here too. Hello, Key.
Hello.
Yes. People are asking if this is Meat Circus Day. I walked through this little portal. Well, I tried to do it with my right hand using my index finger to control, which turns out is a bad way to control a controller. But yes, it's Meat Circus time, which is exciting. I just went invisible. Did not mean to go invisible. All of a sudden have forgotten how to use my all my stuff. You know why? Because I've spent yesterday in a fighting game tournament, which was which was interesting.
What were you playing?
I was playing
What game?
Guilty Gear Strive.
Oh, okay.
But we are here. We are here in the Meat Circus. Somebody already asks who makes the posters here, and I'm gonna guess that was probably Scott or Bagel, right?
It was Bagel or Kim Kogan.
Or Kim Kogan.
I cannot remember who made them here.
These things here. And if people wanna, now you're able to comment and be like, we fix the noise or whatever, but also don't do that in the middle of the rising water segment. Don't be like, fix everything, because I'll be like, well, if I pause the game now, I'll be super screwed. Yeah, let's look at some of these because we have those wonderful Aquatos. A blurry one for knife throwing.
Yes, they looked very high res when the game was being rendered at 320 by 240.
Well, it's on the stream it's 780. On other stuff it's me playing it's 1080, I believe. So it's a little different now. I know that there's a tag up here. We're not doing a 100% run at all, but I'm gonna grab some stuff. Somebody says, I cannot tell you how much my friends have dissected those posters. Yes, Jeff and Key, we have fans who are intense, like lore speculators. They have all these theories about the Aquatos and the Galokios, and it goes on forever. I need to hop down here. I need confusion grenades.
I mean, there is some pretty deep lore for this game. A lot of it lives in Tim's head, but
yes, and then P2 comes along, and we're like, there's even more lore. So if you love lore, P2.
almost infinite lore to this game.
So because you did that other door, would that also mean that did you do this door too?
Yes. Kjeld and I worked on this level. He sort of built out the exterior space here.
Yeah.
But I made the little the point of no return shop guy that you can talk to.
Oh, over here.
Who's right next to the door. Yeah, the Zoltan machine. And then I built the it's in the same space, but because you come back here, but it's the rail slide area after this.
Yes.
And then mostly the interior of all of the tents I built as well. Like I pretty much built most of this level.
Yes, my bajillion side cards that I never turned in. Somebody goes, "That's a guy," and I think what you're saying is that because you based it off of Zoltan, like the thing from the movie Big.
Yeah, it's there was no real gender for this thing. It was more that I based it off of the movie.
Yes.
So it's weird, sort of robotic movement. I did like a really crappy version of it at first, and then
Yes.
I'm pretty sure Dave went back in and reanimated it to be
Okay,
more,
that makes sense.
more robotic.
Yeah, it had the little kind of no gender, totally gender fluid icon right there. I was gonna say, for the children at home who don't understand what we're talking about, there's a movie called Big, starring he was once a very famous film actor called Tom Hanks. You might know him, and he's a child who wishes on a fortune-telling machine to become an adult, and it happens. And it's a wonderful movie, but the fortune-telling machine I don't know, because we have people in our audience who are like 13 or something now.
Yeah, slightly more relevant back in 2003. You know?
Yeah, that's like in my mind, that's like because that's like a 1980s movie or something, right? Like I feel like that movie came out before I was even born, maybe, right? Right, I'm a boomer on the internet, right? Because like once you hit 30, you're done. Is how that works.
Oh no.
So all of us in this chat talking about Psychonauts, don't feel bad. We're all boomers today. Oh. I thought I might have heard Malena, but I don't know. I heard someone talking. It could have been somebody in the background. Maybe not. Look at young Ollie.
Maury's old man was a butcher.
Maury. I called him Ollie.
Childhood memories of the circus got all mixed up with his childhood memories of his dad's butcher shop.
My memories were bad enough. This is just gross.
It's a fun concept. A meat circus. Do we know who animated these Resident Evil monsters?
I mean, that would have been Dave or Ray.
Dave or Ray, right? Yeah.
Yeah. They are pretty nightmarish.
These nightmarish, weirdo things. What's my lock on button again? Lock on. Thank you. And then you can use a variety. I thought invisibility worked, but this is also the trick. I know enough about this game to be like, here's the trick. The trick for the bunny is confusion grenades, which seems a mean thing to do to a bunny.
Oh my god, this is like those meat platforms.
Is that conjuring up some thoughts and memories?
Oh, it just looks like. I mean, normal maps were a new thing when we worked on this game.
Okay,
so.
yeah.
Like, look at that meat.
Oh boy. Which way am I going? I'm going.
Gotta go up. Man.
Oh well, I let go of my levitation. This kid's gonna die.
Oh. We're not getting the subtitles for him shouting "ow my face."
Oh, it's gonna happen. There we go. There
We
it
got
is.
him. We got him. You gotta bounce off the big lady, which is always always fun. To the. Oh, I want the rabbit.
Oh, and we keep spawning enemies. Oh my lord.
Yeah. Okay. So this is what I'm talking about, right? Like, I feel so. I'm gonna tell you a true thing. As somebody who engages with the community a lot, which is that I feel bad being like even in the tweet I made today to be like, the infamous meat circus, and then you right now are just like, oh, and we keep spawning monsters, it's all sorts of platforming, it's all sorts of moving around, it's a lot, it's a really, as far as a final level of a game, it is definitely a test of player knowledge, which I guess is what you want.
Yeah, I think that first platform is probably way harder to get to, which is why he gets just mauled.
But then we also have the,
I forgot. Yeah, making this thing was interesting. Got to get that shield.
Well, I think I can just grab onto that sword that I got there now, so I
Yeah.
can do... Oh, but depth perception is a thing in 3D games, so I jumped in front of it.
The other secret here is that if you have shield, it'll just automatically bounce directly into the board.
Oh boy.
Oof.
Am I gonna be able to save this
boy.
child? Oh yeah. Thank you.
no.
Thank you for your confidence, Key.
That's some skill. That's good.
Is that what that was? I
Oh,
don't know.
yeah.
I don't know if that's what that was. I think that was I think that was a little thing that we like to call luck.
I got you, Mr. Bunny.
Oh. His face animations.
He's
I
a
think
great.
are adorable. I think he's one
Yeah.
of my favorites.
Yeah.
For sure.
Baby Coach is very cute. He looks like this weird little bean that you want to protect.
This weird little bean. And now we gotta do this situation again. Except it hit me, which is... This is... I think the knife throwers are the hardest part of the level. But, you know, great, we made it. Sort of.
Ugh, there you go.
Oh boy, oh boy.
This,
Good God. Oh boy,
this
that
one's
was-
gonna be spicy.
That one. That was a,
Uh-oh.
that was a situation.
Oh.
That was a situation. Where did? Oh my God! Where even am I? Oh, I'm down by this one. Oh, oh, that kid's dead. That kid is he's just dead. We've murdered the child.
Did we not give folks a reset point
Well, I think if you fall, we kill you.
all the way to the bottom?
Yeah.
Oh man. Ooh.
Oh boy. Now, Key, on a programming side, is there anything
Yeah.
that sticks out in your brain from? Oh my God, we're down here. Oh my Lord.
Oh no!
Hey, you gotta go all the way to the beginning.
Absolutely gnarly. Was there any programming stuff that kind of sticks out in your mind from a level like this, which kind of seems like it has like a ton of moving parts?
Yeah, and I think that was the. So from what I recall, a lot of this, the logic here for this kind of very complex setup for this was done by Geoffrey, and the knife throw I think was, I don't remember if it was Matt Franklin or Andrew Falk, but there's a couple things that are a little bit more complex, like the knife thrower throwing and then that turning into a cantilever. Was a bit complex, and getting the camera transition in and out of that a sequence and making that feel smooth. I remember also took some doing, and also like any kind of AI that you have to really drive them running away from the enemies can have some issues. The movement going up to the next platform, I think, are on a spline, so it looks like he's flying up that way.
I know there's definitely a couple of things that are the way the movement is handled is weird. I mean, the one that sticks out in my mind is the ladder at the end, which I don't know how that's done, because the ladder almost functions like a slide. Which is...
So sliding down a ladder is what's happened. Like, you can go really fast sliding down a ladder, and that is a ribbon that was built in. Oh, the slowest. Uh-oh.
No, I'm fine. It's totally fine. Don't worry about it. It's totally okay. Listen, I knew what I signed up for.
Or like the just a minute.
Ooh, you might be able to make it. I'll make it.
Oh god, it's hard. It is tricky. It is tricky.
I'm curious if you'll attach the other one.
No, but the net will bounce me up. But the kid's dead again. It's fine.
I think we upped his health for the update too, for the Steam update.
Yeah,
did we? Well, I'm not.
It's even harder. Yeah.
To be fair, I'm not playing on Steam. I'm playing on the Microsoft Store because
It's the same build, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the same build.
is
It's
it?
the same
I mean,
build.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Or that's in my mind. I was like, maybe it's different. Who knows? I don't have confusion grenades, so I'm a little scared. Can I invisibility this?
Can't get a good grip.
Well, eventually one of these will drop must drop a confusion grenade, right? Oh, we're reaching this point. This
Yeah,
is
we really blow those things apart, don't we?
when they die like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
they get pretty gnarled.
Forgot about that.
Oh, because I have low health from dying. They mostly want to give me health when I beat them up right now, or not many other things at all. Grab it.
Can't get a good
I'm surprised that invis doesn't work on that. Yeah, and people are telling me something which I forgot about, which is shield on the knife thrower,
Yeah, it'll bounce directly into
which is
the thing always.
yeah, 100% the correct strategy, but it definitely has been a bit of a spell since I've played specifically through Meat Circus. I mean, I think it's been pretty clear from like Milkman Conspiracy onwards on this playthrough. There's definitely been things where it's just like, oh, I don't remember, and not in a bad way, right? Because that means you get to rediscover, right? And I get to relearn with all of you.
It's been a while since I played through this.
I mean,
This level.
I don't think he ever will play through it again, right?
I don't think I ever beat it.
That sounds like
Oh, yeah.
Malena. Malena, you don't think you
Hi.
ever beat it?
No, I remember trying really hard on all of those sink and test nights, and I couldn't. I tried. I failed.
He was getting caught on the bag, the tag, the trunk. So I was like, I better get that thing out of the way. And then, hut. There we go. And you're right. I should make sure that I have shields. You know, I have invisibility early because I know I'm gonna want it later. When, spoiler alerts, when bad dad shows up.
Yeah. So looking at the history of the file, like we tripled his health for the update.
Is that what it is?
So that
You
made
would-
me
can you-
think,
that's
I can't even
That's so-
imagine.
for the first one, oh my goodness,
You have to be insane. Well, yeah, that's
Oh,
the default one was 20, and we upped it to 60.
it's like perfect run through here.
wow. I can't even start to think of it. So let's swap this to shield so that we can. Yeah, they're right. People are like, that's like the perfect place for it. Yeah, that's the way. But also up here, it gets it. Here's the thing about Meat Circus: progressively harder, partially because now there's 2 monsters, right? That's escalation. That's game design.
And I think 3 at the top one, if I remember correctly. That's why he dies so fast.
I just need
Oh, and the other thing I did was I made the knife thrower knife slower for the update.
you slowed down the
I
knives.
slowed down the knife, and it used to do knockback.
So
And
Yeah.
and I took out the knockback.
Yeah, it would knock you off the platform.
so
Yeah, yeah.
so I'm getting my ass kicked by the nerfed version
Yes.
of Meat Circus. Wow, that makes me feel
I'm sorry.
so good on the inside. That's good information to have, though. That's a good thing
It
for
is.
people to know. In terms of
Yes.
like, that's an interesting piece of game history because at this point, so many of the levels of these games, right, have become so well known just as video game levels that knowing the differences and changes that can happen is, I don't know, I think it's cool.
It was good for people to know we tried. We tried.
We
We-
try.
We tried.
Alright. Come on, knife thrower. What? That didn't quite work. Knife thrower. Nope.
I think it's hitting the back wall before it's hitting you, would be my guess.
I gotta watch my position,
wow.
probably. Yeah, see? Step a little farther forward. I was like, I know there must be some sort of catch to things. Why do I fall so fast? Why do I fall so fast? I feel like I'm falling so fast. I need to land in the net. I need to land in the net. This kid is dead again.
No.
We can get there. It's, the better question now is the knife still in place? And the answer is no, which is a bummer.
Oh, it's not. Oh, we reset it.
Yeah.
Wow. Oof.
So this kid is definitely dead. Which is why I was like, Tim was like, oh, I might not be here right away. And I was like, well, I better not just beat the game immediately. And the answer is, that's probably not gonna happen. I'm not untalented at games. I gripe sometimes on stream as a bit of performance, but I'm totally fine at them. But this is like, I don't know, like, we're dealing with some stuff at the time, but I would have loved, all I'm saying, Key, is I would have loved for that knife to have stayed in place. So I would have had to use my shield again, but.
Why did we reset it? It would take work to actually like reset it. Because it's not loading back into a level, so we purposely cleared it out. Oh.
Okay, so now you've just admitted to intentional malice.
Hey, the difficulty curve.
Tim says he'll come after I'm done eating salad. He says he's watching me. Oh, that's creepy. You don't want that in Slack. You don't want that in Twitch chat, but Slack especially. If it was Slack and like Tim was like, I'm watching you, I'd be like, how are you in New England? It'd be very, very scary.
I do remember there being a bug where all Ollie would say is "ow my face" whenever he got hit, and it was like playing it, and it was like playing at full volume, so you always heard it.
He's getting hit. He's getting hit. That's fair. So I know Malena, you were talking about your process on like test and sync nights and stuff like that, but from like localization and production side, did you find that there was anything particular about Meat Circus that was a little different, explaining to people on your end of things?
Gosh, I've done a good job of blanking, like of just forgetting all of those things, I guess.
That's fair.
Yeah, I wish I had a better answer for you. I mean, what I remember from this level is just all of the voice files and when they came back, and just how good everything sounded and how much fun it was to just bring in the deep growl of Raz's dad along with the just super cuteness of baby Oli, and how it came together in this level that's textured like meat. And I just thought I've found the best job.
I like to,
this is what I do.
I like to imagine too that you probably told people about it, and they went, "Oh yeah, I hopped from one sword to another. That was totally intentional." I like to imagine that you also told people about this level, and they were like, "Yeah, circus and meat, we get it, totally, 100%."
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can. It does accurately describe it in 2 words. It is meat and
Yes,
circus
meat and
together.
circus.
So.
Oh, the bunnies are really creepy. I want to protect this child, and I've thus far done a pretty poor job protecting this poor child.
I mean, it's Coach punishing himself. That's what happens in his head all the time. Oh wow, perfect throw.
Yes. Oh yeah. You know what? Yeah. You're right. Oh nope. I just did a dumb thing.
Just going for it. I think we add a net across the entire bottom that bounces back up at the checkpoint. So, because man, that was
Well, that rabbit almost just knocked me off the edge. So this has been the point of the level that has stymied me a little.
That was the these like little bouncy meat medallions have like really good lead chang. Even though you're bouncing around.
I do like the phrase meat medallion. I feel like you could make this. Oh, this kid is. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Got it.
No,
You got it.
No, I don't. Because I gotta cross the ropes. So it's just gonna be a lot, and I apologize to the people at home, and all the people on YouTube who are like, this lady, she don't got it. It's tricky stuff. I do feel like if anything is made into a medallion, it's much better. Tim says I missed some figments. How's that salad, Tim? Hope it's treating you well. That's like the most. That's if I was like, bless your soul. Like some Southern hospitality energy. Bless your soul, Tim. Thank you. I'll get those figments soon.
Remember, Jeff, how we had to maybe I'm remembering wrong, but how the meat couldn't be like bleeding because it would change the
rating.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had these like gross bloody decals. I think the foot like did little bloods like explosions when you walked over it as well.
Oh, so there couldn't be too much or really any like raw drippy meat.
Yeah, blood is bad, even if it's.
That's kind of, I've never really thought about that, and I guess now that I'm here at Double Fine, that's our French office. I guess those things will be things that I'll have to be aware of from time to time. So that's funny because, like, this level has like full on like. They're like, what happened to these bunnies? Like, you can have bunny murder, but you can't have.
I mean,
bloody meat. I mean, I get it, sort of, but
the Mortal Kombat on the SNES, you were ripping spines out of people and exploding heads, but the blood couldn't be red because that would be no red blood.
And
so
yet,
everybody had a lot of sweat.
And let me DM you later because I got the codes. I got the cheat codes that will give you red blood. At least on the Sega Genesis. So.
Yeah, I mean that was a big thing on the for Nintendo. It's no blood.
Tim says we wanted that tea for teens. That's yes, and that's what we wanted for Psychonauts Psychonauts 2 as well. Imagine mature Psychonauts would just not be Psychonauts. I feel like, right? Like I don't even know how. I don't know how you would even get that rating. It would have to be pretty gnarly.
It's lots of cursing.
Okay, this is the moment of truth. The moment of redemption.
You got it.
Oh my god. It's scary. It's scary. And by that I mean after this I'm gonna have a drink of this monster energy drink and go ape shit. I'm gonna summon all my powers. All my platforming power.
I really did like the. Well, I don't want to get ahead of where we are.
No, you absolutely can. Go ahead. Buddy.
But the fighting the butcher is awesome. It's a cool fight.
How do I climb up? What's the
Just
up button?
just jump.
I was like, it wasn't doing it. I was scared. Now he's yelling about his face a lot. Yeah, and you know what? Yeah, he does die faster up here because you're right. There are, in fact, 3.
Yeah.
Oh man.
3 gnarly bunnies.
Oh no.
So,
1, 2,
so,
3. That's it.
so as we go through the level, we have been diagnosing where these difficulty spikes come, and at least here it is. What if we just had more people beat up this small child?
Yeah. I mean, like, I think the platforming here is actually, and this is gonna sound terrible.
No, because I think
platforming, but like I think the platforming here is pretty fun.
Yeah,
like,
I think I agree
it's
with you.
But it's like, it's challenging, but not crazy. But like the fact that you have this almost arbitrary time limit is a little difficult.
Right, like that's like. I know because the minute you started to say it, I was gonna be like, I agree with you entirely. Like the knife throwing and stuff, like it, all very cool, all very fun. The scary thing is, will I save my boy?
And I also, there's like, we could, I don't know, Kee, we could have probably checkpointed you a little bit better some points, but I don't know. We had a reason for that, if I remember correctly, and I can't remember what the reason was.
So the other reason was this is one of the last levels that we were working on in those
Yeah, that's true.
Got a whole rest of the game to work on to finish up.
That's fair. Let's grab some stuff. Look at these figments. Look at this
Never
guy. Is that Tim?
I'm not here.
He's here. That's Tim. Do I need to turn up your voice, or is he pretending? Or is he still like, I'm over here eating my salad?
He's eating a salad while we're playing Meat Circus.
Yeah, you know what? There's an inherent irony. Makes me uncomfortable. Look at this lovely child. Look at these lovely bunnies. One of them knows what's up. The rest of them are pretty calm. That one knows.
He's the runt. He's just like him.
And then terrible. I say terrible while I also laugh because like the crying right there it's very funnily drawn crying.
Yeah.
I'm not delighting in the child's torment. I swear.
Did I hear Jeff apologizing for this? I will never apologize, Jeff.
Oh no, not at all. I was actually saying I like the platforming in here.
Oh my god! I was just waiting for that section to get over.
Oh wow.
I didn't have a salad. I was just...
Well, it's a tricky one. It's a little tricky piece of business. Tim took us a couple tries because that child is getting beat up.
I wonder if it's actually hard or if we just said my face too much. Like if we didn't say my face so much, they wouldn't have noticed how much time they spent.
Yeah, I think we did some stuff. I think we did some stuff we didn't have to.
Kee told us that looking at the values, that the original value for Ollie's health was 3 times less. Morty, what? Why do we keep on calling him Ollie? What is wrong with my brain?
Name's Oleander.
Yeah,
I think it's called Baby Olly. Baby Olly.
This is scary.
This is the actual hardest part in the level, if you ask me.
That's definitely me. I built this whole
Doing,
section.
doing these twisty turns.
You
Yeah.
get distracted by those cute little dancing meat things.
There's
And
so much. I
there's
spent a
some
lot of
hairpin
time-
turns with breaks in the Oh, you missed that Figma.
The other thing I did for the
Okay.
update was this used to cost you a life if you fell off.
Gosh,
did
what
it
happens
really?
to you then?
Yeah.
That's the part. This is the part that's really hard. Don't talk during this part, Heather.
I
I can't
got
believe you
it.
made that one shot. I
Why
can't believe you did the
why
whole
would
thing
I,
in
why
one
would I
shot.
not make that one in one shot?
I
this
find that to be the hardest part of the level. Those quick jumps at the end. That's
No, it's
impossible.
fine. In a lot of those, I wasn't even jumping. I was just letting.
Oh, you just kind of nurtured over.
Yeah, just letting the momentum take care of it.
That's the
You just
secret.
you let the forest take over.
That's the secret. Jeff knows. He built it.
Yeah, there's a couple of things that like the entrance to the Tunnel of Love is actually the butcher shop in the last scene of that
Of the vault.
the vault. Yeah, you see it in the background, and you go entirely through a pig. No one noticed that.
What?
Wait, how do you go
I'm
through
very-
a pig?
You go. Wait,
Yeah,
wait.
you
So
get-
is it like through
those
mouth and then
jumps are
you?
specific.
You go through the mouth and out the back end.
Congratulations. Okay.
I did not know that. I'm learning stuff about Meat Circus today. That's amazing, Jeff. That's something to be
that
really
area
proud
is-
about and tell your children about.
Yeah,
Wow.
that area, I like that. That was super fun to work on. Really liked working on that rail slide area. Yeah, there's like madness. There's just like crazy stuff happening all around you in that spot. It's fun.
It's awesome. That is awesome. So this is the fun fact I brought up in the chat. Do you know why it's Meat Circus? Is Meat Circus?
Why is that?
Because we had 2 levels. Do you remember those 2 levels? We have concept art for them. We have Oleander's like fortress. He had a military-based fortress for his final level, and then there was a circus level that was like Raz's circus. Now we had a meat level. We had to cut a level. We had to cut a level and we had to combine them. So Oleander's level became the combined with the meat. The meat level got combined with the circus level because we had it. Because Microsoft was like, you gotta cut. Let's get back on schedule.
When was that cut? Was that?
It was pretty early on. It was like it was not like last minute or anything. But then we developed, and that led to more ideas. Once it was a Meat Circus, it led to like, well, let's fully realize this beautiful Meat Circus. And the other fun fact: this is Earl Bowen who does this voice acting.
You know what?
it
I
was-
was so here's a confession I have to make, and I don't mean to interrupt you very rudely, Tim. But beforehand, I did watch a little video to remind me about some stuff about Meat Circus, and I was watching the video and I went, "Man, this guy has like a real LeChuck vibe," and that's awesome.
Yeah, and from Aura for the Doctor from the first 3 Terminator movies.
Wait, is that
So,
truthfully?
Earl Bowen. Yeah, the Doctor guy, the psychologist. What's his name? I'll
Wow.
look it up. Dr. Peter Silberman.
Silberman. Yeah.
He's since passed away, Earl Bowen, unfortunately, I think, many years ago, but
He
so good.
now I'm picturing him in those movies, and he seems like a regular-sized, normal human being. But in my brain, I always imagined him as a big burly man, just because of that.
With a meat cleaver in his hand.
Yeah, totally.
Jeff, I cut you off. Were you going to say something about the fantastic meat?
Oh no. As much as this level is has
Storied
infamy-
history.
Yeah, I really liked working on this level. It's
fun. Fun.
Yeah, it's super fun. It's like we have a lot of crazy levels in our game. This level is insane. Like
Other fun fact of why it's so hard.
God, he's so creepy.
Yeah, look at him. He's so great.
With
He's in the
twisting
second game.
around.
He's got
Augustus.
a pentagram on his forehead. You can't see it at all.
I know. Way before Brutal Legend, we had satanic imagery. Psychonauts. Gosh,
Associating with psychics? Dead-eye psychics.
you've been associating with psychics,
Fortune
fortune tellers. They killed your grandfather.
Only to die in water. Yes, but including
Oh man.
Rasputin.
And you'll learn more about it
Yeah, I know. I'm looking like, oh man, we paid off some of these things in the sequel,
in
but I'm like,
Psychonauts 2.
Let's see.
Like, I hope he doesn't say anything wrong that doesn't fit with that we have to retcon. No, it's perfect.
It's
it all fits
perfect.
I
together.
know. I
been planned
suddenly
for
had that thought
25
too.
It's okay. We'll patch it here in this on the side. We'll fix the first game. We'll patch the first game.
Oh gosh, if we just the thought of us sitting here being like, yeah, like Final Meat Circus, end of stream, this is great, and then he says something, and we're like, oh no, we changed it
Look at
completely.
that. Car wheel on a tightrope.
Here's the next.
He's on a
The next challenge.
he's on a spline this whole time, and we just play different animations for him.
I need this. I need this more than any power in the game right now. I need invisibility.
The two difficult questions that we were asking was like, people started saying near the end of development that this level was a little hard, like some of our playtests and stuff. And I was like, let me go ask. And we asked our lead designer, Eric, I was like, do you think this level's too hard? He's like, the game doesn't, we don't have any levels that are just like really hard. I think we should have one that's hard. And it made some sense. Now you kind of see the problem with that a little bit. Like, well, we have no hard.
I'll just run at him.
No, you gonna try to die?
Yeah, tank it.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
And the other one was I went to our lead tester, Steve Peck, and I was like, do you think this level's too hard? He goes, no, this is my favorite level. And then so your lead tester has a unique perspective on the game's difficulty.
Oh, the person who plays it all the
Plays
time?
it all day long, all the time, yeah.
Yeah, he's
This
like,
is the part where
I nailed it in one.
But that just means if you put in the work to adapt your brain to play this level well, it'll be your favorite level. Oh, do you see that? The ghost effect?
Yeah.
Why are you using invisibility? I don't know why. This is where you use invisibility.
Because I thought that you could use it on the ropes, but you have to use it on the platforms preceding the ropes. I was a silly goober.
That frighteners thing. And there was a bug here, I think, that made these. Didn't you fix that in the patch key that made these flames too big?
The volume, the damage volume for the flames was bigger than the visual.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
Original
they-
Xbox players, that's an apology from us to you.
I
But we apologize for nothing else.
Yeah, everything
And,
else.
Except for saying my face so much. Really, that's one of it takes the slowest lesson to learn in games is like maybe bosses shouldn't say 3 lines over and over again.
It's fine.
But you did it first shot.
Yeah, of course.
Some sort of professional esports personality.
Oh, are you talking about my brief
Look-
foray
look
into
at the
fighting
boss.
games?
I'm just talking about your skills. But look at these little bubbles filled with
With
steaks.
meat.
I was fascinated with those because we could have just used regular bubbles, but the snake makes you, and the meat snuck in there.
Oh, ow.
It makes you wonder what those taste like or smell like. They're bubbles, but they're full of delicious like steak smell.
Oh, I'm going the wrong way.
Shit.
Oh.
You don't have to do that again. Why are you going back? Okay. Do the level
Oh,
backwards.
In the
I-
Xbox version, you would have encountered the bug where the water would have gone up a little higher than it should have. So we-
Oh.
Like every time you die, or
Sheesh.
Yeah, because I checkpointed where the water should be if you reload from a particular save. But if you just happen to fall and you were ahead, it would scooch it up to where it might be closer.
serpentine, back and forth, back and forth.
Invisibility.
You don't have to. I take it back. Invisibility. That's what I originally wanted to say. The old spinning meat cleaver gag with bunny skulls. Bunny skulls.
Oh,
It's
I
like little
lost.
zeitgeist.
I just gotta take it. I just gotta take the damage. There's no time.
You got it.
There's
You can
no,
jump over it.
There's no time.
You can jump over it.
There's no time. Oh, cutting it
Oh,
real
here we-
close there.
here we
oh,
go.
Wait,
You
oh,
got
there
it.
we go.
You
It's a
got it.
slide. Oh, that's
Oh.
right. Yeah, you're right. You were saying before it's a
Yeah.
slide.
Yeah.
He made you go down.
I was like, I'm so
We just want
confused.
to show off our spline ladder tech that we were so proud
That's
of.
pretty good.
Did you do anything on the ladder? Yeah, you can make any shape you want. So the programmers.
I can stop. I can stop and climb back up it. That's wild. That's so funny. I guess in my brain I always thought it was
No, I use the
I-
acrobatics you taught
like
me.
You're
like
cheated.
automatic normal slides where like the one we did before.
No. Psychonauts slide. That line where the dad says you cheated is what happens if you actually enter a cheat code into the game. You cheated.
Oh.
I did put his line pretty good in the sequel, so the dad says that too.
Says pretty good, pretty good.
Where's your dad?
He's over there talking to your dad.
We got it. This will be fine. Mostly, this is. It's very similar to the first boss fight. I think there's TK here, right?
Yeah, you gotta hit him in the knees with his flaming.
Yeah.
That's out of my worst fears. Like you go to some event with school or something, and your parents are there, and they're talking to other kids, your friends' parents. Oh, your dad's talking to someone else's dad. No. Other fun fact: my mom was a butcher. My grandpa was a butcher, and all the kids worked in the butcher shop. So this is obviously based on my mother.
Well, the other story is you worked on that chicken farm for a day or something, right? Didn't you work at some
I worked in Nicholas Turkey Farm for a day.
a turkey farm?
That's true. Yeah.
I thought your mom was a librarian.
Oh, this guy.
She was both. She was a butcher and a librarian. Not at the same time. See, that would have been we should combine those levels, the butcher and librarian levels. But
Oh, he's hitting me really.
when she was a kid, she worked. When she was like 15 to 17 or so, she worked in
Ow.
her dad's shop. But as an adult, she was a librarian at the school. But she always had one of those sharpening stones. She'd be walking around the house while she was chasing you, like to do your homework or whatever, and she'd be sharpening these big French knives.
It's kind of intimidating. Sharpening big knives.
She could do a game. She didn't do it with us, but you stand with your back to a butcher block table, and you take a big French carving knife and you throw it up in the air and have it stick point down behind your back in the butcher block table.
That's like some real like aliens knife game.
Yeah,
Energy.
yeah.
Right.
Butcher tricks. I'd be afraid it would stab me right in the fontanelle.
Oh my god, I'm trying to just get a little closer. Just get a little closer.
Chop, 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 chop.
That should do it. This should be what, the last one? Yeah. That should be it. Ooh.
Oh no, don't
Into
fall
the
in there.
beef
No. Little smile. Oh, the Frighteners. Remember that movie, The Frighteners?
No, I don't. I don't know the
Old Peter
Frighteners.
Jackson movie. The death ghost would push his face through wallpaper like that.
Ooh. It's pretty gnarly.
Death Ghost. I don't think it was called that.
That's our next game. Our next.
I know that's a great name.
Our
Death
first
Ghost.
hardcore shooter game from Double Fine, Death Ghost.
Death Ghost. Are you the ghost or are you fighting the ghost?
Are you Death?
Is that really how you?
Yeah, you have to
look in your mind.
You have to deal with all the ghosts of the people that you've killed over the course of the game. So it's just, not a lot of fighting. A lot of dealing
Oh.
with sad
Hey,
ghosts.
we should do that. A game where you shoot a lot of people, but then their ghosts just hang out and bum you out.
I have to.
Yeah, let me show you. Here's a picture of my family that doesn't have a father anymore.
I gotta warn you that Hideo Kojima did sort of that in Metal Gear Solid 3 with an entire river of the people that you
The dead.
beat up. Yeah.
Well,
if you-
done. Of course, Kojima did it.
What? How? I guess for you, Tim, I'm wondering how early on did you build out, sort of the lore of the Aquados and things like that in your writing process? Because, no comparison between myself and you, but I'm not somebody who can outline anything. But it seems like a game like this with so many moving parts just has to be so outlined and documented. I'd be curious to know how early on you knew exactly what the Aquados deal was, what Augustus's deal was, and things like that.
Yeah, I don't know, outline makes it sound so formal, but I've always written big backstory documents. There was a big backstory document in Psychonauts 1 that we've mined heavily for Psychonauts 2 as well. So it's, you did think about the curse on the family and the Galocios and the Aquados and how they interacted. And I wrote these extended. I always, in writing class they talk about writing scenes that aren't in the movie or whatever you're writing. Just for your own head, you have these images of memory, what the characters' memories are, what do they have in their past, So I did write paragraphs in the early days, but the whole thing with the curse and Galocios has been some of the earliest stuff, like some from the very beginning. Oh my, you're getting so close. I don't want to tell you, but you're really close to the end. In your fire pajamas, your giant fire pajamas. Wait.
The design of this monster is
Fucked up.
yeah, I mean, I wasn't gonna phrase it quite like that, but
Chicken foot? Why did they have a chicken foot? What is that thing? Monster claw.
yeah, it's just one giant big meat amalgam flesh man. But we are very close to the end of the game. This is it. This is the showdown. This is the throwdown. Oh boy.
You remember where there was a time where your power would fall out of you and you had to chase it around on the level.
What?
Yeah.
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 Really?
I mean, it's kind of like now. You don't. It's just a cooldown now, but it's
Yeah.
this period. But you had to find it somewhere on the battlefield.
Wow.
Yeah.
We should have done that.
I've
That-
never
harder.
heard that in terms of like an idea explored ever. So you would take enough damage and then you would lose one of your equipped powers?
I think you
No,
still
not
have the
losing
same.
powers.
Yeah.
Was it one of your powers specifically, or just your height power? You became small again.
Oh,
and-
in this specific fight, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then it
yeah,
was
that's-
like a little. It looked like your lev ball, and it was sort of bouncing around the level, and you had to chase it. and
Oh,
catch it.
interesting. And then now instead it just recharges. Yeah, I see what you're saying. For a minute, I thought you meant that applied to powers all throughout the game because Supergiant, what they do in their game Transistor, which is a game I really enjoy, is that you can equip a certain powers, and as you take damage, eventually you lose access to those powers for a certain amount of time. So I was wondering if you were talking about something similar.
There you go.
Happy bunnies.
Just say, when you're small, you had to refine your height section. Oh, bunnies.
For helping me save
I like that his
Yes.
back legs don't even touch the ground, or like they just don't even function. They just sort of flop
Yeah,
on the
they're
ground.
just kind of there.
Why do we have two different bunnies? We have the bunny of the nightmare, and then we have this chubby bunny.
Oh, this is the
Should've been
ending.
the same bunny.
This is the ending of Kingdom Hearts, and Sora's on one side and Rika's on the other.
Tell you about all the messed up stuff.
Take
Spoiler.
care of her.
Oh, I know a lot of it. While you were out,
I did like that idea though. Like the whole reason why this level is combined is because both of their brains are in the brain tank. I
Yes.
think that's great. That's fantastic.
And so that brings us to the end.
Brings us to the end. It does.
As you
I knew we'd make it.
the personal demons causing my negative behavior.
Oh, look at the stumps.
What's the deal with the stumps? Nothing important there.
He's doing a PowerPoint about how he's not evil anymore. Let me.
I believe him.
Oh wait, it's gone. Could you bug that, Jeff?
Okay, I'll get
Yeah, the
right on
PowerPoint
that.
disappeared.
I always figured he just went to the next slide.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a sign at the very top. It says questions.
Comments, complaints. Everyone's hand goes up.
It's just a slide that says not evil anymore.
with the power to lift things.
You never to build strong minds here. Power
Yeah.
to lift things. Check his nose.
Of your heart.
That's my last cobweb duster. That's the line I think
that's
of
good.
when I think of
That's
4
good.
Man has it.
constantly.
Did not give it to him.
Ah, that's my last cobweb duster.
Long before he came here.
You're gonna have to do all the scratch for Ford if we ever, for Psychonauts 3.
For,
If we ever do it.
Well, I mean, we know Psychonauts 3 is coming because Richard.
And his
Oh, right, that's right. He already
Richard
told us.
insists that it's that it's real.
of someone so young. But it is obvious to us all that
Wait,
you
Richard
are
insisted what's real?
Psychonauts 3.
Will you join us,
Oh.
Rasputin?
Yeah, we already paid him for it. So
Yeah,
A Psychonaut?
$2 million, $2 bajillion.
were they kissing?
Were they? I wasn't looking at the screen for a minute.
Forgot about that. Raz's helmet's off. This hair freaked out so many people.
The hair.
Raz's hair. They're like circus full of meat, no big deal. But Raz's hair. And yet, when it happens on Adventure Time, everyone's like, "Oh, that's so cute. The Finn has blonde hair." No, Raz, they're like, "What is this? Succubus."
you were, like 15 years too early.
Yeah, way ahead of our time.
You guys see him?
What was that stretchy shadow? What was that? Oh, you saw dart? You just
Yeah.
zipped that dart in the outhouse.
He's been pooping this entire time.
It's because Dave Russell was like, I built that model, and it's gonna go on screen. It's gonna be on screen.
Yes.
Those polys are getting on screen somewhere.
So for people who saw him, Dart was the original concept for Raz, D'Artagnan.
D'Artagnan. Do you know why we changed the name?
Because you were afraid that the Musketeers would sue you?
No, it was the game Panzer Dragoon Orta, I think.
Oh, really? Is there a D'Artagnan in that?
There's a Dart. He's called Dart in it.
Oh,
And
okay.
they're like, oh, fuck, everyone's going to talk about this Dart. We can't have a Dart.
Ugh.
No one knows about the other Dart, but it's fine. Raz is a good name. Raz served us well.
And this leads us into what you so succinctly and correctly call a Back to the Future ending, which is hop in the jet, we gotta go.
Yeah, Back to the Future ending and Psychonauts ending are similar in that they suggest a future story, but make it clear you don't need a sequel, and yet we both, in a silly fit, went and made a sequel.
My favorite part of the Back to the Future ending is when he's like, "It's your kids," and Marty's not like, "Oh my gosh, did they get hurt?" He goes, "Oh no," he's talking about himself, and he goes, "It's your future," and he goes, "Well, what happens, Doc? Do we become assholes or something?" Like that's the number one concern you can have about your future. Like, oh no, I became an asshole.
I mean, to be fair, it's
Yeah.
actually a pretty big concern.
It's
you
a
know?
big concern, but also,
Do I become like a boomer?
the world ending. Yeah, do I become a boomer?
Is it too late, Jeff, to get Mia's car in Psychonauts 2? Because I think that is the one sad omission is Mia's car. Like, she left to the parking lot. It's only been 3 days, so.
Yeah. I mean, it is a spy car, so it might have auto drive or something.
You know what? It does mean
Auto
that
drive.
in P2 those cars probably are still there, just there, because they go into the jet. They have
But,
rhombus happens, and then
Jeff's pointing out they probably could have some sort of automatic fusion engine that just drives them home. OTTO automatic. Oh, look at these. Thank you to the fan. There's one of the fans who took these all, rezzed them up, and made a calendar for me. Unfortunately, that calendar was spent during COVID. No one got to see it, but me. But I enjoyed it.
it's okay.
Because we always wanted to make a calendar out of these, but all the artists were like, "Oh, that high-res version is on my PC that exploded when the game shipped, so I can't do that."
It's one of the downsides of anything.
People never archive. As someone who's now remastered 3 games, no one archives anything.
No.
It's all just like, game is done, light a match, throw it in the PC, and walk away.
This is what I learn when I start
Armin
looking
Shimmerman.
into some of my old favorite games and like what happened to them and like why people can't play them now, and it's like no archive, which is a bummer.
I always
That's
think
my
about
sister.
future me or whoever my future me will be. I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna do the work now to make whoever is remastering it in the future have an easier time.
Yes, that's smart.
No matter what, they'll still resent you. Because like, oh my god, I
Oh,
can't
for
believe
sure.
they didn't get a hologram scan of all the
Yeah,
humans who worked on the
what-
project and get their DNA.
I mean, by this time, it's gonna be me. I'm gonna, I've been here long enough. It's gonna be me remastering. I'm gonna be pissed at my old self.
Why didn't
It'll
I
be-
turn this
it'll be
into an
me.
RNA scan?
It'll be me and you, Malena. We'll be like 85 trying to remaster Psychonauts 1.
I look forward to that. As long as you're still laughing, I'm in.
When we made Psychonauts, there was still the water wars hadn't happened.
Before times.
And nothing was on fire. Everything's on fire now.
I promise I'll still be salty if you'll still be laughing.
Yeah, that's fine. We can do some salty laughing.
Always good. And then, yeah, some faces in here. Key, John, Anna, some
Miss
guests that we
Johnson.
had.
Yep.
Brad Muir. I shake my fist. You didn't show up on stream. You could have showed up on stream, Brad Muir. I don't know if that's
Oh,
true.
did you invite? He gave you the finger. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Classic.
I'm gonna make up a story about a person who I've
Classic
never
guy.
met. He told me I hate you.
He
It's
sent
so
you a picture of his
terrible.
Oh, I
middle
really like
finger.
this one.
There's Bagel.
Yeah, the whole time we're on the crane.
Nathan, I don't know how to wear headphones so that my voice doesn't echo on stream. Bagel Stapley. It was the funniest thing. It was the funniest thing in the world. Just like stereo sound Bagel. This is it. How does it feel having been around a dope like me playing through your game as we prepare for Psychonauts 2. How's everybody feel?
You cheated.
I didn't cheat at all.
I mean, a lot
We
better
didn't-
than watching the speedrunner just sort of fly through the levels.
Oh man.
What did he use to skip past things?
It was the if you put away the ball right as you pull it out, if you put the ball below you as you're jumping, you can sort of like float. Like the animation translate you up slightly, and so you just keep doing it. You can sort of fly everywhere.
I'll have to learn it.
Don't tell him. We should check see if we can do that in the game.
I mean,
it's probably a good idea.
it's if it's pulling like the ball under you, like I mean, Kee probably could tell us exactly what it is, but it's like probably momentum of the ball pushing you upward, and just like he's constantly using that momentum.
It's believing in fairies. That's how you fly. Don't
of
destroy
course.
the magic.
Yeah.
Pizza.
Yes. It's thinking good thoughts, believing in Tinkerbell.
I think from what I remember, it's the animation nudges him up a little bit
Yeah.
and then it resets back down. In the old days, the game just didn't run fast enough where that mattered. But now on modern PCs, you could do it so fast that it steadily brings them
Right,
up.
if you
And
unlock the frame rate or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks
There's
to
a
Majesco.
beautiful video of us watching.
Yes,
Have
we
you
should
do that?
remind people who are watching on YouTube now, the archive who haven't. We do have that whole video of folks from the team watching the speedrunner, and it is a very very good video. We made it.
Oh, there you go.
Did you show Pokelope to everybody in the camp before you finished the game?
No, gosh.
You didn't do a lot of point and no return stuff, right?
No, we didn't go back. We just plowed very forward ahead. That was also
Tyler Hurt's mom and dad.
that caught up to me when we were doing the stream. It actually bit me in the ass a little of like trying to keep moving forward, because I forgot that you actually need the cobweb duster in Milkman. So when Nikki and Richard showed up at first, I was dowsing for arrowheads, which was a little embarrassing.
Classic. That's the
It is.
classic. That's our. Oh my God. There's my wife with her maiden name.
Saw that. I saw Bonnie Ross in there. I saw Jake Rodkin, Chris Remo.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and the
I took over.
volunteer tester army.
Mm-hmm.
I looked really fast, and I thought one of those said Steven Spielberg.
I'm gonna check that URL.
The shop one. I bet you it probably just redirects to the main
Shop the
site. now.
dolphin. Oh, we get a
Oh, look at all
404
of
error.
you. Oh no!
Oh, look at the team. Some photoshopping. Photoshopping of this.
It gave us a 404. Spaff, if you're in chat, we gotta fix that.
How does shop at doublefine.com not go to the shop? What is it? What is the actual?
Everybody should check
Oh,
out the new
really?
doublefine.com. It's very, very nice.
Yeah, we have a lovely new website.
And as we
Now the shop is. Wait,
no,
I'll do it officially.
where is the shop? I don't know.
Wait, there's no link on the front page of the
There's
shop. Oh
there's
my
some
God.
stuff that you can get in the Microsoft Store. You might still be able to pick up the Psychonauts Pride Month tank top that they did, which actually was pretty rad. I thought was actually.
I got one.
You got it? Yeah.
I know I got that.
I got one.
You got one?
Shirt. I didn't get a
Great.
tank top. I had one that would
The
cover
shirt.
more modestly my modest.
Sometimes
flesh.
Pride merch kind of feels a little but I thought that one looks really cool, which was nice. Somebody was asking. Somebody's asking, are we going to stream Rhombus of Ruin? And I'll say, I think we're considering it. We just have to figure out the best way
What
to make
VR
that.
is.
Yeah, the
We've
best
heard
way
of
to make
VR.
that
I've heard
possible.
rumors of it, but we don't know exactly if it hurts you. If I have to have some surgery, I don't know.
Yeah.
We got a lot to learn about VR.
Because I don't think I would be the one playing. I think I would be kind of stage managing that one. But we want people to play Rhombus and to be able to experience it in one way or another, especially in the lead up to Psychonauts 2, because it's so important to the story of Psychonauts 2 of remembering
Yep.
things with Loboto.
We were
and more
designing Psychonauts 2. Yeah, we were designing Psychonauts 2 while Rhombus Rune was in production, so we were very careful about trying to like put the seeds in Rhombus that would pay off in
Yeah.
Psychonauts 2.
There's a lot of interlinking, and we're very we have a deep concern, which makes it sound dramatic. But what I mean is, we want people to be fully up on the story, to be able to hop in to P2 and feel totally great, which I think you can do anyway. But
Yeah, I wouldn't say like you don't like. There's no facts in Rhombus that you're lost without. It's just that there's more like they're in jokes in Psychonauts 2 that
Right.
you will laugh at louder if you know them from from Rhombus Rune.
the references, a lot of Coach Oleander Mermaid. It's not like,
Yeah, like
I feel
mermaid tail,
I feel like if you went from
crab sandwich stuff.
I feel like if you went from P1 to P2, all of a sudden you'd be like, man, why is this guy like, what's up with this mermaid stuff?
Because they flew off in a jet in P1, they landed in a jet in P2, and somewhere along the way, Coach went shopping.
Coach, yeah, he just became a mermaid, which is very, very, very good for him.
They're like, we had a fun trip. Well,
Also, all the jokes about the jet bathroom.
Yes,
that was some of the funniest stuff ever.
So we'll try and figure that out for sure. Excellent. Very, very good.
I'm very impressed with your skills, Heather.
Somebody asked, wait, is Oleander still a mermaid at the beginning of Psychonauts 2? I don't know. Who knows? You're gonna have to play Psychonauts 2 and find out.
Nice, tease. Nice.
Yeah, see what I did? Yeah.
It's all set underwater, and he goes like in an Aquaman style world to the world of mermaids.
Yeah, there's a whole mermaid.
You can't tell from the trailer just how much is set underwater, but it's mostly underwater. It's mostly in the realm of the Mermaid King and Queen.
Which for Raz is really bad because water.
Can't exactly.
Which is why we've actually secretly made Mermaid Oleander the second playable character in Psychonauts 2.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's all swimming too. It's all a swimming mechanic base game.
Yeah, it's a really big thing. It moves smooth as Superman 64 on the Super Nintendo.
That's Lee. Don't bring that up around Lee. Don't bring that up around Lee Petty.
Oh, that's right. He worked on it.
I gotta go.
He was on a vacation at like a beach or something, whatever. So but now I know I can hit him. I can hit him with a low blow anytime I need to.
Yeah, he'll hit you. Careful. Gotta watch out. Be out of striking distance when you say that. When you talk about it.
Oh, yeah, I'll do my best. But I think we're gonna end the stream here. Because we made it through. I want to give people their afternoons. So that you can finish up whatever you got to do and head into the weekend. And I think we have Monday off as our way of observance of July the 4th. That's my presidential voice. July the 4th.
You're going to celebrate your independence from SPAF.
Yes, for a single day.
He has been taxing you without representation for a long time.
Yeah. He's all, Independence Day, I don't understand it. What? Independence from what?
That sounds just like him.
Yeah,
amazing.
It totally sounds like him. It doesn't sound like him at all. All right, so
thanks for playing, Heather. Thanks for watching, everybody. And thanks for coming along, everyone on the team.
Yes,
chimed in.
Thanks to everybody who joined. We had so many good people today, and throughout all our sessions. So we hope that you enjoyed this. Goodbye. I'm hitting the button now. Bye-bye.
Bye.